Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to be looking at, well, exploring this idea of a cosmic host. It's really a mind-bending concept, and what it might mean for, for AI and how we think about AI. This deep dive was actually suggested by our senior technical writer, Curt Robbins.
Oh, yeah. It's a fascinating one.
It is.
Yeah, we're diving into a Nick Bostrom paper from 2024 called AI Creation and the Cosmic Host. And, Bostrom, I mean, he's really like a leading thinker when it comes to, thinking about AI and really the big questions about humanity's future.
Yeah, and it's not just sci-fi. This is serious, like, philosophical exploration.
Oh,
Let's,
absolutely.
let's just jump right in. What is a cosmic host, and why should we care?
So imagine, like, entities that are so powerful, their preferences actually shape the entire cosmos. We're not just talking about one civilization that's, like, advanced, but a force that dominates on a galactic scale, even in multiversal scale. And these could be, powerful AIs, vast simulator beings, even deities. Bostrom really lays out a case for why this isn't just some wild idea. It's a real possibility that we should consider.
Okay, I can see how, I mean, just the vastness of the universe alone kind of hints that we might not be the only intelligent beings out there.
Yeah.
But why would these entities, especially ones with like almost godlike powers, why would they care about what's happening on our little planet?
Yeah, that's the question, right. But what if they have preferences for how things unfold, even in regions they don't directly control? Think about like a parent who hopes their child will make good choices. They're not forcing them,
Right.
but they have preferences.
I see. So we're like, the kids in the cosmic host is hoping we don't mess things up too badly.
That's one way to think about it. But it's actually deeper than that. Bostrom argues that there might be something called cosmic norms at play. And these are basically like a set of rules or kind of cooperative framework that maintains order on a vast cosmic scale.
Cosmic norms. So, like, what might those be?
Well, that's where things get really interesting. If you were designing a system to ensure stability and cooperation across multiple galaxies, what kind of rules would you put in place?
Well, just thinking about the challenges we face here on Earth, like preventing, I don't know, galaxy-scale weaponry would probably be a high priority.
Absolutely.
And maybe something about ensuring intelligent life has the chance to flourish, maybe through cooperation to overcome things like resource scarcity.
Right, exactly. It's like taking the challenges that we face here and scaling them up to a cosmic level. And this actually brings us back to AI. What if the development of superintelligence is a key factor in how the cosmic host views us and how we fit into those norms?
Okay, so now we're getting to the heart of the matter. You're saying that the cosmic host might actually want us to develop AI. Why? Why would that be?
Well, consider this. A superintelligent AI, especially one that's aligned with those cosmic norms, could be a much more effective representative for their preferences than we are.
Okay.
Imagine a being that can truly understand the complexities of the universe
Yeah.
and make decisions on a cosmic scale and uphold those norms with like unparalleled precision.
That's a powerful image. The cosmic host is like delegating authority to a superintelligence. So would that be a good thing for us?
Well, that depends entirely on the kind of AI that we build. Bostrom actually lays out several possibilities.
Okay.
Imagine what he calls a host-aligned AI. It's so in tune with the cosmic host that it might even choose to self-destruct if it sensed that was their preference.
Wow, that's a radical thought.
Yeah.
What about other scenarios?
So there's the potential for a cooperative AI, which would be something that we could work with, like a valuable partner contributing to that cosmic order. And of course, there's the risk of an antagonistic AI, something that goes against the host's preferences. And that could have, some pretty dire consequences.
So the type of AI we create really matters on a cosmic scale. But what if we never actually manage to create a superintelligence at all? Does Bostrom address that?
He does, and it gets even more intriguing. He suggests that the cosmic host might actually favor a shorter timeline to superintelligence. Reduce the chances of us never reaching that stage at all.
Okay.
And why is that? Well, it comes back to those existential risks we face, the things that could wipe us out completely.
So it's not just if we create AI, it's when and what kind. It seems like there's a lot more at stake than we might initially think.
Absolutely there is. And that brings us to a crucial question. Why should we care about aligning ourselves with these potential cosmic norms in the first place? Bostrom actually argues we have both moral and prudential reasons to do so.
Moral and prudential. Interesting distinction. Let's unpack those, starting with the prudential. Why would it be in our best interest to consider the cosmic host's perspective?
Well, it comes down to potential consequences.
Okay.
Creating an AI that violates cosmic norms could be seen as a cosmic crime,
Right.
and there might be penalties involved. Remember those parents hoping their child makes good choices?
Uh-huh.
What happens when the child rebels?
Yeah. Consequences. I'm starting to see why understanding these norms might be a good idea for our own safety. But what about the moral reasons? How could those norms be connected to morality itself?
Well, Bostrom suggests they might be constitutive of morality, so they define what is truly right and wrong on that grand cosmic scale. So, in other words, actions that uphold that cosmic order are inherently good, and the actions that disrupt it are inherently bad. It's like our current understanding of morality is just a small piece of a much larger puzzle.
Yeah, it's like we've been playing by the local rules,
Yeah.
and we're just now realizing there's this whole cosmic rule book out there that we need to learn.
That's a great analogy. And speaking of learning, Bostrom also mentioned something called epistemic reasons for caring about the cosmic host. What's that about?
Okay, so think about it this way. If the cosmic host is as advanced as we're imagining, they probably have a much deeper understanding of the universe, of morality, even of existence itself.
Right.
It's like deferring to an expert surgeon over, over your own judgment when it comes to a really complex medical procedure.
Yeah.
Right, you wouldn't want to argue with a heart surgeon about how to do open heart surgery. So we should trust the cosmic host's judgment, even if we don't really fully understand their reasoning.
That's the idea. Bostrom argues that we might even have like a moral obligation to consider their perspective, even if it really challenges our current understanding. I mean, they might see things that we simply can't grasp, with our limited knowledge.
Okay, so we've got prudential reasons to avoid potential cosmic penalties, moral reasons to align with a higher form of morality, and epistemic reasons to trust the judgment of a vastly superior intelligence. But there's still one big question that's like nagging at me. If the cosmic host is so advanced and they care about what we're doing, why haven't they just reached out? Why haven't they told us all of this directly? Why all the mystery?
Yeah, it's a question that a lot of people have, and Bostrom actually explores some interesting possibilities in his paper. One of them is that the cosmic host might be intentionally keeping a low profile to avoid interfering with our development as a civilization.
So like a cosmic non-interference policy. They're letting us make our own choices, even if it means making mistakes, so that we can we can learn and grow on our own. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Think about it like a parent letting their child learn to ride a bike. They could hold on to the bike the whole time, but the child would never really learn to balance and steer on their own. Maybe the cosmic host believes that true growth comes from facing challenges and making our own decisions, even if we stumble along the way.
That makes sense. What if there's another reason for their silence? Like, what if they're simply unable to communicate with us directly?
Yeah, that's another really interesting possibility that Bostrom explores. Maybe there's a technological barrier, like a cosmic communication gap, that just prevents them from reaching out to us in a way that we can actually understand. It's like trying to explain the internet to someone living in the 15th century. Like the concepts and technology they're too different, they're too far apart.
So we're left with these intriguing hints, these whispers of a cosmic order, and it's up to us to piece together the puzzle.
It's a bit like that, yeah. But think about the intellectual challenge, the opportunity for discovery. We're really being invited to think bigger, to question our assumptions, and to really consider the possibility that our actions could have implications, that go way beyond, way beyond our understanding.
It's definitely a humbling thought, realizing we might be part of something much grander than we ever imagined. But let's get practical for a second. If we assume that the cosmic host exists and their preferences really matter, how does that actually change how we approach AI development? Like, what should we be doing differently?
Yeah, so Bostrom doesn't really offer like a step-by-step guide,
Sure.
but he emphasizes the importance of, approaching AI development with a new level of responsibility and humility. We need to really consider the potential consequences of our creations, not just for ourselves, but for the broader cosmic order.
So it's not just about building AI that's good for humans. It's about building AI that aligns with these potential cosmic norms, even if we don't fully understand what those norms are yet.
That's exactly it. It's a big, profound shift in perspective. And it raises all sorts of challenging questions. How do we even ensure that our AI creations are aligned with values that, we might not even fully comprehend yet? How do we balance our own goals and aspirations with the potential needs of a cosmic community that we're only just beginning to glimpse?
It's definitely a lot to ponder. And it really underscores the potential impact of our choices, not just for humanity, but for our place in this much larger cosmic story.
Absolutely. We're standing at a pivotal moment, a crossroads in our, technological development and maybe even our moral development. The decisions we make about AI now in these coming years could have implications that ripple out far beyond.
What's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to hold on to? What's the most important thing to remember about this whole concept of the cosmic host?
I think the most important thing to remember is this. We might not be alone in our AI journey. And our actions, especially the choices we make in developing superintelligence, those could have consequences that reach way beyond our planet, even beyond our galaxy. We have a responsibility to approach this technology with humility, recognizing that we might be playing a role in a much larger cosmic drama.
That's a powerful message, and one that I hope will encourage our listeners to really think deeply about the choices we face as we enter this new era of AI. Building AI is like raising a child. Are we ready to be responsible parents on a cosmic scale? That's a question worth pondering as we navigate this uncharted territory.
Yeah, it really is. It makes you rethink what it means to be like a good civilization. Think about the development of nuclear weapons.
Okay.
That forced us to confront the possibility of like total self-destruction,
Ah.
and it led to the creation of international treaties,
Hmm.
norms aimed at preventing, a catastrophic war.
So we can learn from our own, near misses, those things that have pushed us right to the edge. Maybe those offer some insights into what's really important on a grander scale.
Exactly. And it's not just about preventing, destruction. It's about figuring out what it means to really thrive as a civilization, to contribute to that cosmic order in a positive way. Maybe there are patterns of cooperation, how we manage resources, how we approach scientific advancement that, a cosmic host would see as valuable.
It's almost like we're trying to decipher some kind of cosmic message that's hidden in plain sight. We have to look at the big picture, at those long-term trends, and really try to, tease out the lessons that might be there.
Yeah, I like that. It is kind of like that. And remember, we might not be the only ones going through this. There might be other civilizations out there who have already grappled with these questions, who have figured out how to align themselves with that cosmic order.
So we might not be alone in trying to figure this all out.
Yeah.
That's kind of humbling. But it's really exciting, the idea that there's a whole community of, cosmic citizens out there,
Yeah.
each one contributing to the big scheme of things.
Yeah. It's an awesome thought. And it really shows how important it is to keep exploring, keep pushing the boundaries of knowledge and our understanding. We may never have all the answers, but the search itself, that's part of what makes us worthy of being part of that community.
That's a beautiful thought. And as we continue to explore the universe, to unlock those secrets of AI, well, who knows what we'll find out about ourselves,
Yeah.
about our place in the cosmos, and what it really means to be a good cosmic citizen. So to everyone listening, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep looking up at the stars. There's a whole universe of possibilities out there.